Chris with Atomic Infotech here. I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about a new feature that Meraki has announced that allows users to log into your guest Wi-Fi network by checking in on Facebook. We think this is a pretty cool feature, especially since we work primarily with retailers. It's just a nice way of boosting your social media engagement and your interaction without a lot of pain. I'm going to walk you through how to set this up on your Meraki network, and here we go. So first things first, you got to log into the Meraki dashboard, dashboard.meraki.com, log in. We already have a wireless network set up. We have 2 access points here at the office, 2 MR16s. These instructions will actually work if you have 1 access point or you have 100. It's the same instructions. You only have to set it up one time for all the access points on the network. First things first, go to Configure, Access Control. Select the SSID you're going to be configuring. In this case, we've got the Atomic Guest Network. First thing you got to do is make sure you have it open with no encryption. On the splash page, this is actually the new feature. Previously you were able to do Meraki Authentication where you had usernames and passwords built into the Meraki network or Radius or Active Directory or whatnot. The new feature here is Facebook Wi-Fi. To configure, you just click this configure. It lines it up with your Facebook page, Atomic Infotech in this case, and it gives you an option to bypass. So you have 2 choices. One, you can skip. If they want to check in, great. If they don't, they just have to click the skip link and they'll access the network, no problem. So it's not forcing people to log into Facebook. The other option you have is if you don't want folks connecting to your guest network without talking to somebody or checking in, you can require a code, and then that would be just a secret code that's either handed out by one of your sales associates or staff members. We're going to go ahead and retain the skip check-in link. We think that's probably the better way to go for most retailers, at least. It just gives them the option to check in, but allows them to skip. So save those settings. Done. Back here on the access control. A couple of things while we're in here I think we might want to go ahead and configure is NAT mode. This basically breaks it off into a separate IP space from the rest of your network. And then filtering content. Probably most of our clients are going to want to block adult content on the guest network. That's pretty much how you configure this. I'm going to go ahead and hit Save Changes. There's another option you can do here while you're at it. Prevent this guest network from actually communicating with your LAN, so it's purely for internet access. The other thing you can do is you can go ahead and just cap the users at maybe a 1 megabit. If you've got a limited amount of bandwidth, this is not a bad way to go. And let's say we'll limit it to 5 meg for the rest of the network. So the whole network can use 5 meg, each user can use 1 meg, allows a little speed burst if they're downloading a large file or something like that. So that's sort of a best practice setup, I would say, for this. And so in a matter of a minute or so, this configuration will replicate out to our access points, and that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and show you what this looks like on like a cell phone or an iPad when somebody walks in and actually tries to use it. Here's the Atomic Guest Network. Just click it. When they go to access the internet or launch their Facebook, pops up with the little check-in. We can skip it. We'll go ahead and just check it in. That's it. They're connected to the network. We continue browse. And done. Nice. I wanted to throw this out there. If you like what you've seen and want to get some more information, maybe try the product out yourself, go to atomicinfotech.com/Meraki and click on this little button here, and we'll actually send you a free access point to try out with a 3-year license and no strings attached. So take a look. I think you'll like it, and you'll be impressed with it just like we are.